Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection has been officially announced. It is being developed by Digital Eclipse, the studio that brought us Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga Collection. The collection will include the legendary Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3, as well as Mortal Kombat 4 and other versions. The developers will add a full-fledged online multiplayer with rollback netcode technology. This means that your online matches will be incredibly smooth and stable. And that's not all. In the collection, you will find an interactive documentary about the creation of the series with an interview from Ed Boon himself, as well as concept art and archival videos. The digital version will be released on September 30th, 2025, and if you prefer physical editions, look for them on store shelves on the 12th of December. The game will appear on all current platforms: PC, PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One and Series X/S, as well as Nintendo Switch. In addition to the standard and deluxe editions, there will also be a collector's edition with physical bonuses, art books, and cool figurines. Indie games from Nintendo. The following games were showcased at the Indie World Showcase. Mina the Hollower. The long-awaited adventure game from Shovel Knight creator Yacht Club Games has finally received a release date. It's set to release on the 31st of October 2025. A demo of the game is available now on Nintendo Switch. Well Dweller, a new Metroidvania game with a dark fairy tale theme, has been announced, where you play as a little bird armed with a matchstick who saves her siblings. It's set to release in 2026. Neverway, this nightmare life simulation RPG has received a new trailer. Players will farm and craft while battling otherworldly horrors. It's set to release in 2026. Content warning. The popular indie game that became a hit last year is coming to Nintendo Switch in 2026. UFO 50. A collection of 50 retro-styled games from Mossmouth was released on Nintendo Switch immediately after the presentation. This presentation is an important event for independent developers, as it gives them the opportunity to introduce their projects to a wider audience. Tired of dynamic shooters? Hearts of ALTAI is a real adventure for the soul. Forget about battles and action. Here you are, a traveler who will go to the mystical and incredibly beautiful ALTAI Mountains. The game completely immerses you in the atmosphere. You will hear the sounds of nature, feel the grandeur of the rocks, and walk along mysterious paths where each stone keeps its own story. This is not just a walk. This is a story about searching, about returning to yourself, and about unity with nature. As the main character, you set off on a journey to find the legendary shaman and receive the wisdom of the ancients. Created by Russian developers, Hearts of ALTAI is a unique experience that will remind you how important it is to slow down and just contemplate. The game is already available in early access on Steam. Cancellation of Ubisoft Forward. 2025, Ubisoft has announced the cancellation of its annual show, Ubisoft Forward 2025. That doesn't mean the studio doesn't have news. In an official statement, the company explained that they're changing their approach. Instead of one big traditional presentation like E3, Ubisoft is moving to a new format. Now we'll be getting information about their upcoming projects, like the new Assassin's Creed, Codename Hex, or the Splinter Cell remake, through a series of more targeted, digital presentations. This means announcements and new footage will appear throughout the year, rather than just on one specific day. It's a new, more flexible approach to communicating with the audience. Xbox Games Showcase 2025. Let's quickly run through the main announcements of this incredible show. With the new trailer for The Outer Worlds 2, we once again plunge into a satirical world full of absurd corporations and colorful characters. The game will be released on the 29th of October on PC, Xbox Series, and PlayStation 5, and will immediately be included in the Game Pass subscription. The fighting game Invincible VS has been announced. All your favorite heroes and villains from the famous animated series will meet in a brutal and incredibly stylish battle in the 3-on-3 format. The release of this project is scheduled for 2026 for PC, PS5, and Xbox Series. And of course, the announcement of Gears of War. Reloaded deserves special attention. This is not a new project, but a large-scale remaster that should update the classic series and prepare players for the release of Gears of War E-Day. The shooter will be released on the 26th of August on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC. Russian indie developers from Space Raccoon Game Studio have released the asymmetrical multiplayer The Mosquito Gang on Steam. a funny indie multiplayer from the Russian studio Space Raccoon Game Studio, which was released in May 2025. In this game, you can become both a hunter and his prey. One player controls a man armed with sprays and traps, and his 3 friends are bloodthirsty mosquitoes. The man's task is simple: to catch and destroy all the insects. But mosquitoes have unique abilities and can arrange real sabotage to fly up unnoticed and bite their victim. The more bites, the closer the victory of the mosquitoes. The game is made in a bright cartoon style and is perfect for fun parties. If you are looking for something fresh and original to play with friends, then the Mosquito Gang is what you need. Opening Night, live coming soon. One of the most anticipated events of the year is coming soon, Gamescom 2025 Opening Night Live. And although the exact program is kept a closely guarded secret, there are many rumors and expectations circulating online. Let's see what, according to the gaming community, they can show us. The main hopes of fans are associated with the return of cult series. Many believe that a new trailer for Resident Evil, Requiem, may be presented at the show. The community expects that this teaser will give us the first hints about the plot and the oppressive atmosphere that will make us run away from horror again. Next, many are crossing their fingers in anticipation of Ninja Gaiden 4. If the rumors are true, then we will finally see Hurricane gameplay with lightning-fast attacks and incredible combos. This game will be a real challenge for everyone who loves hardcore action. Horror fans were not left out either. After the teaser announcement, the community is waiting for a full trailer of Silent Hill F. There is hope that we will finally see gameplay and immerse ourselves in the unique, creepy aesthetics of a Japanese village in the 60s. And finally, they say that we can expect a real surprise, a musical performance dedicated to Expedition 33, Clair Obscur. This would be the perfect ending to such a grand show. Of course, all this is just rumors for now, but this is what makes the anticipation of such presentations so exciting. We will keep our finger on the pulse. New game from the LARIAN Studios. LARIAN Studios is working on a new game, and this is not a continuation of Baldur's Gate, and not even a return to the universe of Divinity, Original Sin. The studio is completely immersed in the creation of a completely new original project. This speaks of their creative freedom and desire to surprise us again and again. Of course, many are concerned about the release date. The head of the studio, Sven Vinke, once said that their next game would be released in 2029, but he hastened to clarify that it was just a joke. The studio does not want to rush to create a truly high-quality and detailed world. However, the work is in full swing. LARIAN Studios now has 7 offices around the world, which allows them to develop 24 hours a day. While we wait for details about future games, the studio continues to support its main hit, Baldur's Gate 3, by releasing a large patch for it with mod support and new endings. New releases on Xbox. This week, over 35 games are coming to Xbox. The main event, of course, will be the long-awaited release of Black Myth, Wukong, the action RPG which has already won the hearts of players on PlayStation and PC, will finally reach Xbox. After a year of waiting due to optimization, players on Microsoft consoles will be able to immerse themselves in an incredible journey based on Chinese mythology. But that's not all. This week, we are expecting several major releases at once. For example, on the 19th of August, Delta Force will be released, a free-to-play shooter with a story campaign and a multiplayer mode, which promises to be an excellent alternative for all fans of tactical battles. And if you are looking for something for the soul, then pay attention to Witchspring R. This RPG, which will be released on the 22nd of August, will please fans of deep stories, crafting, and turn-based battles.